it's too early for me right now. Welcome to Card of the Day, where we talk about Weiss Schwarz's cards of the day. It is currently about 7 o'clock in the morning while I'm filming this. But hey, first card we're going to talk about is this 2/1 blue Aqua character. She's an adventurer goddess character, and she has 2 abilities. So her first ability is continuous, and she's a level assist. So what that means is that she gives out plus X, and X is 500 times the level of the character. And its other ability is this. Auto, discard 1 card. When this is placed on the stage from the hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, look up to 4 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 adventurer goddess character, and add it to your hand and set the rest to your waiting room. So it is a semi-search. You do mill 4 and then you get an adventurer goddess character out of that group, and you send the rest to your waiting room. So that's actually pretty good. And it's an adventurer or goddess character, and since this card, and this card are all adventurer characters, there's actually no limit to what you could get. So this gives a thumbs up in my book. And I was talking to some of my friends, and yes, I do have friends, I swear. I do. I have friends. And they were saying, oh, Aqua isn't a main beater, it's just support, you shouldn't run her as the main in your deck. And I said, fuck you. Yes, I stole that. And yes, I'm gonna make a pure Aqua deck. Yes, it's gonna suck. Yes, I'm gonna lose every single game, and there's nothing that anyone can do to stop me. Off the Chain Chronicle. The new card we have is this 1/1 Red Cane. He's a mana weapon character, and he has 1 ability, Continuous. This gets 500 power for each of your other mana characters. So if this is in the center stage, and let's say you have 2 back row support, you have those 2 in your back row, and then you have 2 more in the sides. This does go up to 8,000, which with a pay 1, that's actually pretty good. But there is that one lingering fact that if one of those 2 on the side gets popped, or if something in the back row gets returned to your hand, it does lose all that power, even during your opponent's battle phase. So there is that, but hey, that can go up to 8,000. So with Sword Art Online almost out, it's out tomorrow actually, there are 2 reprints. Alright, hold up, stop the tape. Okay, so I didn't say this. This climax is a retrain of this climax, and this climax is a retrain of this climax. The only thing that's different is that the trigger icons are different. Roll it back. I actually wonder if we're gonna get a card tomorrow for Sword Art Online. How about some new cards? We got the Shinons. First new card we have is the Shinon. She's a 0/0 blue avatar weapon character, and she has 2 abilities. Her first ability is this. Support all your characters that run under this card get plus 500. Yay. Her other ability is Auto. When a climax is placed in your climax slot, choose one of your characters during this turn, it gets plus 1,000 power. Hey, wait a minute, that's this card. The other new Shinon we have is this 1/1 blue, and she goes like this. Continuous. If you have 3 or more avatar or net characters, this card gets plus 1,000 power. So you need to have a full field for this to go to 7,000. I feel that you could do better than this. Its other ability is that it has hand discard encore, which what that means is that when it's reversed, you could discard a card from your hand to your waiting room, and you could just rest it right back up. How about 2 Love Life Sunshine cards? I usually do these videos around like 2 p.m. and I usually edit them like a lot later that night because, you know, work and school and stuff. And oddly enough, the English Weiss Schwarz website didn't update their card of the day until like 10 p.m. at night. I know, because I was checking. So yesterday's card was the 0/0 blue Die Kurosawa. She's a music character, and she has this ability. Continuous, all of your other music characters get plus 500. That's good, global support's good. Its other ability is Auto. When your opponent uses Brainstorm, if a climax is put into the waiting room by that effect, you may draw a card. If you do, choose a card in your hand and put it in your waiting room. That's actually kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that ability before. And it's kind of an anti-Brainstorm because you do get to draw a card, but you do have to discard something from your hand, so that's kind of annoying. And I'm gonna probably put this in my Love Life deck just because of that ability, because I do get to draw a card. And it would have been neater if it was for every climax sent to the waiting room, I draw a card and do that ability, but that'd be too much. It's kind of like Max C, but if Max C was really limited. And the last card we have is this 0/0 yellow Ruby Kurosawa, and she is a music character and she has 2 abilities. And the first one is Auto. This ability activates up to once per turn. When you use an act, choose one of your characters and that character gets a plus 500 until the end of the turn. That ability isn't that hard at all to pull off because you'll be constantly using acts, And its other ability is this: Brainstorm. Pay 1, reveal 4 cards from the top of your deck and put them in your waiting room. For each climax revealed, search your deck for up to 1 music character, reveal it to your opponent, put it in your hand, choose a card in your hand, put it in the waiting room, and shuffle your deck. So this is a searcher, so it does get that. It is a Brainstorm, so it is a it is a pay 1, so at least you don't have to rest this. And it is an act, and its other ability doesn't say that it has to be another character, so you could use this act and pop off on the plus 500, because plus 500.
That's a fucking lot.
In other news, remember the Abyssals? Well, they did get pushed back until God knows when, and some people are starting to take pre-orders in April, so we might be getting that in April. And those are all the cards that we have today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when Sword Art Online Re-Edit is released.